A new film set and shot in Detroit tells the true story of a hockey player whose aggressive play on the ice seemed out of step with his chosen career. When you didn't find him in skates and pads, you would find him in the pulpit. And the name of his hockey team, the Flying Priests of Detroit. Filmmaker Jasmine Rivera grew up at St. Leo's Parish in Detroit. Her pastor was Thomas Gumbleton. When Jasmine was a child, she had only an inkling of his life as a well-known social justice advocate.
People would tell me like, oh, the bishop is in Iraq, or he's in Chiapas, or he's in Haiti, and things like that. And it's like, oh, okay. And as a younger kid, it's not really registering all that well.
But while Jasmine was in graduate school for film directing at Columbia University, Bishop Gumbleton came to New York for a weekend and stayed with her.
We began chatting, and I thought to myself, this is a very interesting person. And I know he's well known, but let me check him out. So I Googled him more. And I found out, you know, these amazing things that he had done for years. And it really floored me, because you would never know from, you know, just being in the church.
And then Jasmine had an idea. She would make a film about the bishop.
Law and order have broken down in Detroit, Michigan.
Many words have been used to describe Detroit in the late 60s: tumult, tension, and frustration. Gumbleton, during that same time, faced dramatic changes of his own. He received a letter saying the Pope wanted to make him a bishop.
I had this exalted idea still of a bishop. You know, you had a whole different lifestyle, and you had to always be, doing the proper things as a bishop would do. So I didn't know of any bishops that ever played hockey, and I was part of a priest's hockey team, and that was fine. But I thought maybe as a bishop, they'll look down on that. So I asked Cardinal Dearden, I said, does that mean I give up hockey? He said, oh no, don't change anything.
That conversation between Gumbleton and Cardinal Dearden is depicted in American Prophet, the short film Jasmine wrote and directed about Bishop Gumbleton's early career. He became the country's youngest Roman Catholic bishop at age 38 in 1968. Did you need to hire a ruggedly handsome actor to portray the bishop?
Actually, we did. Action.
Jonathan C. Stewart plays Gumbleton as he guides the community through some heady times: anti-war protests and the civil rights movement, including the desegregation of parochial schools.
White families have been fleeing to the suburbs in droves since the riots, Tom. You know that.
The situation became so volatile, emotions ran so high, Gumbleton remembers someone spit on him while he tried to bring reconciliation to a parish.
People in anger, you know, acted out in not a very pleasant way, but I can understand, you know, why they had these deep feelings. It was mostly out of fear. And when people are afraid, they act many times in ways that they would not ordinarily do.
Bishop Gumbleton visited the set and even made a cameo in a hockey scene. So the hockey team was special to you?
Well, it was important because it was a big outlet every week. You know, it's a very aggressive sport, and it gave you a chance to really let go and put a lot of energy into it for an hour or so, and kind of made you able to relax then for the following week. So,
a pacifist can be a hockey player?
Well, I figured out, yes.
But Gumbleton isn't entirely comfortable with the attention.
It's something that he actually deflects and would prefer not to deal with. So I thank him for dealing with all of this sort of spotlight that I've thrown on him because of this project.
I hope that people get an understanding that working for justice is an integral part of preaching the gospel, and that being peacemakers is a very important part of the gospel.
Everyone thinks of priests as these very, you know, holy individuals where they come out on Sunday and then they're stored somewhere during the week and then they come back out. They're not seen as human beings. And so I really wanted to touch on that aspect of friendships and just relaxing in the time of the day when you're not father something, when you're just, you know, yourself.
Jasmine hopes American Prophet will bring attention to Detroit's small but vibrant Black Catholic community. Many of their churches face budget cuts in a shrinking archdiocese. You can find out more about American Prophet by going to clickondetroit.com. Thanks for watching First Block.